Well, here we sit at 2055. Wow, what a slow day, and nobody's really giving up the ghost. You would think we'd get a little profit taking, but we got a very bullish forecast for non-farm payrolls tomorrow, 230K for the job gain. Average work week at 34.6, which was 10th higher, picked up a 10th of last week, and then 5.6 unemployment. So these guys are playing. If we don't get any selling this afternoon, they're playing for that number and or higher. Definitely working with a P. If the market were to close right here, we're buying 50s and 45s. We're buy too, so we got support 45 to 50, and we're selling 57s to 60. And that's probably what we're going to look at in the overnight session. Now at 4 o'clock this afternoon, over 100 people in our government will know what tomorrow's number is. So we might get a hint in Globex if it rallies and holds the gains overnight. That's where we are. So very unusual day. Market just rallied, just nothing of a pullback. And, you know, and we might be in that market can't break mode again, where the market just sits there and they give us very, very tight ranges, and we're looking at 10, 15 handle days and not much movement because it can't sell. When this market does move quickly, it's when it can sell. That's when we get the 20 to 30 point days. But when the market will only go one way, you don't bring the other side of the market in. It's pretty hard to make it go up. Looking at the F1 screen, it's higher. Outside day, that yields a trading range, but tomorrow's a news day trade. If you know what the news is, you've got the trade. And looking at the F2 screen, it's definitely a P with volume over time. Market is pointed higher. So this market is trying to trade higher. And my guess is it's tomorrow's news might beat the $230,000 estimate. Okay, we have a higher low and a higher high. We have rejected prices. We actually have a P in a down market, which means somebody's covering their shorts for tomorrow. So on this screen, we actually could be buyers. On our F2 screen, and pretty fat. So we'll go to a 30-minute right here. And we can see that we've got ourselves a P with more volume in the top half, the bottom half, and that means short covering. We rejected prices below 23, then below 24.5. So we got pretty good support at 25, 24, 20 to 24. So our buy is 21 to 25. And we're going to sell failure to take out 30.04. I look for a very, very quiet overnight session. Not much action because of tomorrow's non-farm payroll number. One of those situations where if you know the news, you have the trade. And there's not much you can say about it. I mean, if you get the news, you got the trade. That's it. Okay, we had liquidation in the knob spread. We're definitely dealing with a B. So some folks lost their nerve today. 21.25 is our buy. Second buy will open up. We'll make 9 to 13 on this one. Don't have a lot of trouble getting to our number 2 levels. Last rotate up stopped at 5, so sell failure to take out 4 to 8. And then 11 to 15 for sell 2. Mentioned gold will be pretty quiet overnight. Be facing the same situation. Won't be see a lot of positions taken. If the number comes in as forecast, gold should be lower tomorrow. More people going back to work, higher tax revenues, less need to print money. You can see right across here that we've got pretty good support at 60, so 58 to 60 by 1. We'll drop down to 50 to 52 if we break that by 2. On the sell side, I'm going to open it up a little bit. We're dealing with a piece, so we'll make 68 to 70, sell 1, 73, 75, sell 2. If the number comes in lower than forecast, gold should rally. But crude really rallied today, and there's several articles out that the bottom is in. And again, we're in that area where we are at the cost of production. At 40 to 50 area, and dealing with a very, very strong market. So rejected prices over 51.75. So we're going to have a buyer at 50, 50 and a quarter. 50 is a fairly round number. Then we'll make a quarter to 50. We'll pick up this area right down here for buy 2. The market is stabilizing in here. I don't know if any of it has to do with what's going on with ISIS and the escalation of that fighting over there. I mean, gosh, if you are subject to being kidnapped, you've got assets, you can be picked up by those people over there and then ransomed back to your family. If you happen to be somebody from the West, there's got to be a bounty on your head. It's a mess. And I mean, if you're living in those countries yourself, and if you're not, Taliban or ISIS or Al-Qaeda or something like that, you are subject to getting blown up with a bomb or anything else. And we don't like it when they get after the West and we howl, but these guys kill more people in their countries than they do in ours. And, I mean, they have no bones about it. I mean, and it doesn't matter what you are, if you're Muslim or anything else like that. You just, if they decide to kill you in either a humane way or a barbaric way, you're gone. They rule by terror. Okay, we're going to have our first buy in the 1450 area. And then our second one in the 15 to 25. Again, it's going to be a newsday trade, so I think selling the 115 area would make the most sense because the numbers at forecast, and it's kind of a default number these days at 225, 230. Then this contract should sell. So I think we'll see some shorts probably set tonight in London. Folks, that's it for February the 5th, 2015. We had another good day. Crude was our worst call today. Everything else kind of played according to our script, direction-wise, etc., and our levels held up pretty good. Crude was our worst call, and again, it had a very strong rally. I will see you bright and early in the morning. You all have a great evening. Supposed to get to 40 today, into the 50s tomorrow, and 70 on Saturday. Don't tell Reg. Later, folks. Y'all have a great evening.